Hey everybody. Hi Meenu. How are you doing today?
Hi, hi Shweta. I'm doing very, very well. How are you doing?
I am doing great and I'm so happy to have you on this episode of Sunday Skinner. So the whole agenda of Sunday Skinner is that दो coaches साथ में आ रहे हैं और सिर्फ gossip कर रहे हैं. And and I think we all love, right, gossip. So it could be talks, it could be gossip. I think sometimes जो चीजें things which are not very comfortable to talk, we call them gossip, right? And I think my idea about this whole YouTube series was that we should talk something which we are not comfortable with,
Or
right?
maybe something which people don't generally talk because वो self में ही चलते रहता है.
Seriously. And then sometimes when the videos are on, then you're not supposed to talk. अरे सब अच्छी बातें करो, लेकिन लाइफ में सब अच्छा तो नहीं होता. सच में नहीं होता, right?
So true, so true.
So
Thank you so much, Shweta.
pleasure. And Meenu, happy New Year to you. How is your New Year going on?
Okay, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. You too. YouTube आ रहा है मेरे दिमाग में मतलब.
YouTube पे ही है.
YouTube पर ही है. I'm sorry about that. If you can cut it. And thank you so much, first of all, for giving me the invite and having me here.
Pleasure.
I'm super excited to talk to you. And New Year has been great so far. It's hardly obviously a week and not more than that.
I know.
But
Yeah.
the best thing which has happened is before the year end, there was something which I started like 4 years ago in the month of August 2019, and it took me 4 years to figure out how do I even complete it or take it to the finish line.
Okay.
Finally, on 30th of December itself, I have closed it and done and dusted. I feel so good about it.
Oh my God. It's so much dopamine must have released that you completed it. Yeah.
I can't tell you, it was such a journey. I mean, the whole December month was such a learning curve for me. I was so focused with that one and one task only that, okay, let me finish this time no matter what. Because
Wow.
already 4 साल से I have been struggling with it and just thinking कि हाँ कर लेंगे and then life takes over. कुछ हो जा रहा था. But I said, nah, nothing doing. The 2 months पहले I made a list of all the things which were pending. I said, कोई भी चीज लेके नहीं जाना है नए साल में, which is pending from ages, and finally it's done.
It's like, yes, I did it. But
Yes.
but Meenu, I appreciate is 4 साल पहले जो decide किया था, it was still there in your mind, yeah.
Yes, that's the reason, because it is something which I'm not doing right now, right? It is something my future plan, and something which I have never done. Nobody has done it in my family. I have never seen anybody doing it and being successful, and in my circle. So it is so hard to tell your mind. First thing is it really what you want to do?
Yeah.
Second thing is, okay, if you do it, what are the chances of success? Are you actually going to make a living out of it? Are you actually going to get some money out of it, or is it just that infatuation? जैसे हम कॉलेज में कहते थे, there's a difference between love and infatuation, right?
Okay, love, infatuation / crush. Crushes
So
life में अभी भी होता है.
exactly.
Come on.
So for me, it was that it took me 4 years to realize, okay, this is my true love. Okay, let me go after it now. It's not crush anymore or infatuation anymore.
So it's love. Oh my God, I like the way you compared it. It's so cool. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is. How has your New Year been so far?
Yes, it has been amazing. In fact, so one of the, I think, resolutions that I did last year, when I सोचा था that every quarter I'll travel. So somehow this happens with me. If I get a date that I'm traveling ना, वो 3 months, वो 12 weeks ना बहुत अच्छे जाते हैं, and somehow I complete my to-do list. So right now, again, after 1 month I'm traveling, so after New Year, immediately I'm not motivated, but yes, maybe next 1 month will be super fire in my belly, and I was like, just मुझे complete करना है. But now that you're saying about some, 4 years पहले वाला and everything, so when I also look back now, I think there are so many unfinished creative ideas that I thought of it. I wrote it down also, because normally you say when you journal it down and then somehow you just complete it, right? मैंने उसके बारे में सोचा है, लिखा है, but still they haven't been completed yet. But as you're saying, see, whatever you thought 4 years back and you completed it today, Let it be you launched a course, let it be you started personal coaching, let it be anything progressive and something that you truly want. So I think it stays with us. और पता है वो pending दिमाग में क्यों रहता है? Because it is important to us.
Yes, very true. And it would always haunt you until you complete it.
Yeah.
Because your brain hates unfinished things.
Yeah.
If you started something, you must finish it, or else it should be out of your mind.
Yeah, and then I think it is not important. अगर important नहीं होगा तो निकल जाएगा ना दिमाग से.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it is pinching somewhere in the heart, मतलब maybe that's your calling. Just do it once. अच्छा अगर चला तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं हुआ तो probably either you need to start from the experience and not the scratch and make it better.
And actually it's never from the scratch. I think idea can be from the scratch. For example, what you did 4 years back, say, or if whatever I'm finished, I've left out some unfinished agendas. ऐसे नहीं है that scratch से करना है. But you're right. We think of something और वो सोचने के बाद we get it up to a certain level. बस वहीं से आगे लेके जाना है. But I think sometimes, I think most of the time we give up is because हमें लगता है यार, I have to go back and I have to start doing it again. So nobody wants to. In fact, sometimes we are not in that energy to start from the start line. Everybody rushes to the finish line. Right?
Or energy is all about again the stress and passion. आपको जो पैशन है, तुम 12 घंटा काम करके भी आपको जुम्बा सिखाना है, तो आप 13 से 14 घंटा वाला जो आ रहा है 13 to 14 hour, you will again spend 1 hour and do workout for yourself or maybe for your community and you still feel good.
Yeah.
But if it is a stress, you'll be like, I have already done enough for the day. I can't do it anymore.
Exactly. In fact, this reminds me of something. So yesterday, Meenu, I didn't have any personal coaching sessions. Neither any of the sessions were lined up. I got up in the morning and my daughter left for the school at around 7 a.m. She left. 7 a.m. I sat down and even though the whole day, मुझे 11 कैसे बजे पता नहीं चला, 12 नहीं, then I thought, oh my God, now, there were like a lot of butterflies in my stomach, या फिर कुछ भूख लग रही थी. Then I was like, oh, I'm hungry now. But I could work for 11 to 12 hours non-stop, Meenu. And then after 11, 12 hours, I had my Zumba class in the evening. So I think I have, but ये जो कल point आया है, now this whole work was about my coaching company, masterful company, वो सब चल रहा था. But if I go back now 1 year back, I was not able to work on the company and that idea so much. Do you remember, Meenu? I think 6 months back, we had a call and I said, yaar, Meenu, जैसे मुझे चाहिए वैसे नहीं हो रहा है. And then I still remember you said, Shweta, Zumba जो कर रही हूँ कितने साल लगे? And then I told you it's 10 years. And then I said, somehow I just did it because I don't remember the hard work. But this company I'm just running, I used to, maybe 6 months back, it was just for not even 3 months, 6 months. And I came to you saying that जैसे मुझे चाहिए वैसे नहीं हो रहा है. And then I think you just said one word. I think the best coach ever, that अच्छा Zumba के लिए 10 साल और इसके लिए 10 महीने भी नहीं Shweta. And I was like, but still, I was not happy to hear about it, but it was like a realization point. And I think anything to get back us on the track is a good motivation. What do you think, Meenu?
Very, very true. And बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हमें लगता है कि वो हमारा पैशन है, बट वो होता नहीं है, कि जस्ट इन फैक्ट क्रश है बेसिकली. अच्छा लगा, फिर तुमने 2 महीना किया and then you were like, यार it is too much of work, I can't do it. It's fine, at least you tried. You don't have that regret कि मैंने ट्राई ही नहीं किया. What if हम ट्राई करते तो हम सक्सेसफुल हो जाते, फिर वो अपने 70s में अपने बच्चों से कह रहे होंगे, यार I would have tried.
This reminds me of a movie. I think Letters to Juliet and all. Have you seen that movie? It's the same thing. The grandma, and the girl helps the grandma to just find the old love. And मतलब उसको देखने के बाद वो क्रश नहीं था, वो लव था, उसको बाद में पता चला. मैंने बोला पहले करती तो.
So I personally do not believe in that regret thing. Life is too short to be sad. ऐसा दुखी होके जीने से क्या फायदा? अगर तुम्हें लग रहा है कि करना है तो ठीक है, करके देखो. अगर काम कर रहा है, it is fine. And one thing which I have learned is, don't try to replace old systems. They are existing because it works.
Yeah.
Create a new system so that the old one becomes obsolete on its own.
True.
मतलब वो इतना अच्छा है कि people don't want to go back to the old one. तो तुम पहले ये मत सोचो पहले सब स्क्रैप करो फिर हम नया बनाए. तुम नया बनाओ फिर इतना अच्छा बनाओ कि people are like, Where were we living until now? We should have done this long ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and then as you saying that, deleting the old systems and all, हमारा mind भी बहुत conditioned होता है. It's like sometimes, when 2 years back when I started doing a lot of corporate sessions for mental fitness, I used to think, यार ये लोग को ना ऐसा करना चाहिए, वैसा करना चाहिए. But then later when I started more hanging out with these corporate companies, with whatever, smaller, bigger, doesn't matter, MNCs. But the thing is, it was about, there was a reason that these systems were working. And of course, as you said, there are glitches. There are, everywhere when there is a human, things are going to go south some or the other time, right? So
Right.
it's okay then, and you can just correct that thing. But you're right, and what happens is we start blaming the system. या फिर हम लोग बोलते हैं, you know what, ये सब delete कर दो, I want to go back to the start. But going back to the start is a more tedious and stressful thought also, because वो पूरी system वापस करनी पड़ेगी.
फिर आप जब वो प्रोसेस कर रहे होते then you will not find right kind of people who will support you because you have seen your dream, not people around you, right?
Yeah.
फिर तुम उनसे बोलो मुझे ये करना है वो करना है, they're like जो कर रहे हो वो करो, पैसे आने चाहिए घर में.
Yeah.
And it will
They
be
will talk
trying
from
to-
their experience now. Yeah. They
अगर
will talk
उन्होंने नहीं
about what
किया
is
तो-
important to them. Yeah.
Exactly. अगर उन्होंने नहीं किया है या हमने किसी को नहीं देखा है उस चीज को सक्सेसफुली करते हुए, it is hard to believe or say to somebody कि भाई तुम मत करो. And our brain goes in the mode of primal security and safety. If you don't know it, don't go there. Because your brain tries to keep you safe, right? And if you're trying uncharted territory, then you don't know what happens. Maybe you find treasure, maybe you just, fall in a river or something.
Yeah.
So let's go to the path which we are aware of.
Exactly. And, this kind of, now that you were saying that last year, say, I was also thinking, because you just triggered this question. So, if I go like 1 year back, and I really wanted to do something in the mental fitness space. And that's the reason that, we met through the NLP practitioners or, different courses of NLP certified only. So I always wanted to do that. But since till last year, the most, I think everything that was taking attention from my side was my Zumba. I was happy teaching Zumba classes. I was teaching, happy teaching instructors, working with a company like Zumba has been a blessing. So this all was happening and I'm still so happy. So what I was trying to do, Meenu, I was saying that usko मैं छोड़ देती हूँ सब कुछ and I want to start my company Masterful. Okay, this was my maybe 1 or 2 years pehle wala thought. Eventually, when I think we all become a better person every day, and I think that should be the idea, that be a better person every day. That's it. And wo journey mein I realized that you don't have to, I was telling myself, Shweta, you don't have to delete Zumba because you still love it. If I don't teach one Zumba class every day in Meenu, I still miss it because my body, my mind is so trained for last 10, 11 years now that nobody can take, it's like taking some vitamin out of my body now, right? So I can continue that and then I can seek balance into, let it be a new thing that came to my mind 2 years back, maybe a new creative idea. So we don't have to delete something and start something else. And I think it could be this and that. Dono kar sakte hai, right?
Right. So what you're saying is that is what exactly we have to do. We have to just change one word. Don't think this or that. Think this and that.
Perfect.
Then time mein how much you have to give, that is something which you have to consciously decide which one takes like priority. If doing something 20% of work gives you 80% of result, do that first and then rest of the 80% go by the way. Because your brain is anyways trained for doing Zumba. So first 2 hours आप वो करो जिसके लिए आपको 80% result मिलेगा. Rest 80% of the day तो anyways you will go away. Because your brain is so trained and conditioned.
Exactly. And now today, at this stage of my life, I can get the balance. And if you remember the moment I wanted to invite you for this Sunday Skinder, I said, guess what, Meenu? Actually, pehle 70% Zumba tha aur 30% Masterful tha.
Yes, I remember
Now
you told me.
it is 70% Masterful and 30%. And you're like, you did it, Shweta. But you know what? This was not planned. It was just about following the passion, going to the steps. And I think we all have to get sculpted in this process.
That's true.
वो it's like वो घिसना चाहिए तब तक वो achieve
तब तक clean नहीं होता है, मतलब बर्तन वो तांबे का बर्तन ना घिसा जाता है, then you have to put some pressure on it to come out the real sparkle. So that's very, very true.
Absolutely, Meenu. So I was also thinking that, see, I think you and me as coaches also, because I know you are also getting this balance of you're taking care of your existing job and evolving as a coach, because I really, I appreciate your work and you have always impressed me with your work on the calls and thoughts. In fact, you are my one spot reach that I know I can call Meenu and I'll not be judged. And you will suggest me as a coach. So, ye sab kar rahi ho, and then also we all struggle. I struggled. You're also struggling, and maybe मीनू अभी ये launch कर दिया है, अभी एक ये साल में और कुछ दिमाग में आएगा, and then again I'm sure you're on that track already. So there are so many people who are not able to complete their journey. Forget about completing, they decide to give up, Meenu. It could be existing relationship problems. It could be existing financial problems. I guess the finance really controls life. Because अगर खाने पीने को नहीं है ना उस चीज में से, if let's say when I train Zumba instructors, they want to start something and they are doing an existing job, they also want to do this, but that doesn't give, वहां पे ज्यादा importance नहीं दे सकते, because every time they want to go back to something which is giving them money, right? So I think this reminds me something, and इसलिए मैं smile कर रही हूँ. You remember, Meenu, on the call you told me that about a monkey, when you have to say that, you have to tell it again.
So again, as you just gave the real reality, actually, for many people it's like that. If they have to follow their passion, then they do not contemplate the fact that, okay, if you follow that your passion, if it is really your calling, first thing is you have to find it out. Second thing is, if you have found it out, you would be more than happy and willing to put in the work, because you are so called following your passion, and जो भी वर्क साथ में कर रहे हो वो कर ही रहे हो, बट दिमाग में से वो restriction और बैरियर हटाना है कि this will give me the fortune and not the paycheck. True. So it's like अभी एक मंकी है, उसको बोलो कि भाई 2 बोले 1 डजन बनाना रखा है, एक तरफ 5,000 रुपए रखे हैं, अब तुम let the monkey run, अगर वो भूखा नहीं भी है तो भी वो बनाना ही पिक करेगा, बिकॉज उसके ब्रेन में इतना माइंडसेट ही नहीं है कि अच्छा लेट मी टेक दिस एंड बाय बनाना हाउ मच आई वांट, राइट? तो एक एम्प्लॉई ऐसे सोचता है कि भाई मेरा पेचेक आ रहा है, वो सर्टेनिटी है, वो सेफ्टी है, वो सिक्योरिटी है, एंड दीज 3 थिंग्स आर द वन व्हिच आर कंडीशन फ्रॉम आवर ब्रेन कि कुछ ऐसा करो, पढ़ लिख लो अच्छे से, जॉब कर लो, शादी की उम्र है तो शादी कर लो,
increase the population
on a regular basis.
Increase the population, yeah.
पैसे आने चाहिए on a regular basis, but nobody teaches us in our regular families कि भाई find something which you love doing, put in effort, make fortune out of it. They say कि तुमको एक job आ रही है, that is sufficient.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and you're right, in this I would, in fact, this whole thing can also be called as a rat race. And in this rat race, what happens is you're just following and following and following, and you're just, you are falling prey to this competition which you didn't even think it will come within you. And in this thing, ऐसे नहीं है that you don't have the passion. You have passion for something else, or it could be passion. Maybe you're doing the same job, but उस job में you have a passion of some other genre. It's not that doing that job is a wrong thing, but the kind of competition and the rat race some people fall into, that is a problem. And then we decide, what, forget what I wanted to do, passion. I don't want to decide with my heart. I'm going to take it very practically. So I decide to fall into the competition, get my promotions, maybe become the CEO of that company, and that's it, I'll be happy. But once you go there, again, you feel the same what you felt like an employee.
That's so true. And it's all about mindset. So कोई एक चीज नहीं है, एक mindset है कि what's your relationship with money. One mindset is कि do you have even employer mindset. Employer mindset क्या है कि today I can get like 5 lakhs, but maybe next 5 months I'll not see a single penny.
Yeah.
But being an employee, भाई मेरे 50,000 आते हैं महीने के तो या 20,000 भी आते हैं तो I'm no, at least आ तो रहे हैं. That's what it is. So that's one factor. Your relationship with money is another factor. How you have grown up seeing your very close relatives, or more than anything else, it's about parents.
Yeah.
Parents पैसे बचाते थे तो बच्चा भी पैसा ही बचाता होगा, या तो बहुत ही अलग एक्सट्रीम होगा कि भाई एक पैसा नहीं बचाऊंगा कि लाइफ ही नहीं एंजॉय पाती.
Yeah.
There is a middle way, right? So you have to write your own I would say, your own template or blueprint. How do you want to actually look at your money pattern, and do you really want to change it? So
Yeah.
it's a mix of like multiple things. Habit change करो, lifestyle change करो, mindset change करो. उसके बाद consciously सोचो कि अभी क्या करना है.
Mm.
So somebody who has this much of knowledge or awareness, then if you work on it, then you can do anything, whatever you think of. ये सब समझने मुझे 4 साल लग गए.
Yeah,
समझ लिया हमने finally.
but the thing is, even though you see, I think I wouldn't say that woman is a section of life, where आजकल नहीं बोल सकते ऐसे that they all fall into this genre which says नहीं यार मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता whatever I earn, because the kind of woman I hang out with, I think with you or it could be anybody else, I have all my good friends. We believe that we have to be fair enough to the life. If we want somebody to take care of us, at the same time I want to take care of my partner, support him and all, so we come into that category. And somehow I think bachpan se वैसे training हो चुका है, because even when I go back, my mom has always been a businesswoman, independent lady, so she has been my motivation that मुझे ऐसे बनना है. So I think that's not the worry, but the thing is we fall into the thing. ऐसे नहीं है that Meenu what you're doing or what I did, let it be a Zumba education specialist, or whenever I did my architectural projects also, because I'm an architect by education, ऐसे नहीं है that it wasn't something I was not loving. But I think it's about we change with life. And yes, our life is going to take us where we are, where we are destined to go. I think it's about understanding what we truly want. And because in fact, I was coaching this one person who has been into, he's in 40s and he's been into this IT industry for more than 25, 30 years, being into that rat race. Now he gets his body response, his body response, because he's not, his stress hai, blood pressure hai, kitna bhi exercise karta kam nahi hota hai. So the thing is, what I told him is that, are you doing something which you don't like? Because it's your mind ultimately, your mind, if you're not doing everything your mind and heart, you're getting the intuitions, your body will start responding like the late age. And I said, abhi to samjho body ki baat, because your body is telling I'm falling sick. So I think it's about going and actually understanding yourself. Just because you're an engineer, or just because you're an architect, or just because you're in a psychology field, you don't know what kind of work attracts you. And I think understanding your own values is the, I think, ultimate truth of living this happy life, right?
So on that, that's a very wonderful thing what you said, Shweta. And on that note, I have a very, I had come across about this a few months ago, and I did it. I found my why, at least based on that.
Yeah.
So what you are saying on that similar line, ikigai and golden circle, there are many other things, right?
So many.
But one of the best experience which I had about finding my why is, आपके life के 25 stories या events लिखो, ठीक है? Events as in for me, it's an event that I am doing a YouTube collab with another YouTuber. That's an event which is somewhere changing me or making me feel that okay, something which I am doing is helpful for people, and that is why I'm able to. I deserve a collab.
Yeah.
It's a change, right? It's an event,
Yeah.
or it could be as big as ki bhai, I was hit by the bus, or I was hit by something. It's a very big event. So basically, those 25 stories which had a deep impact on your mind, just write them down. ठीक है, वो लिखने के बाद उनको देखो और उसमें से कोई 10 चूज करो विच आर मोर इम्पैक्टफुल, 10 इवेंट्स. उस 10 इवेंट्स में से आप ये डिराइव करो कि इस पर्टिकुलर इवेंट में मेरा क्या पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट निकल के आया. लाइक फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग, मे बी आई एम गुड एट स्पीकिंग, मे बी आई एम गुड एट कम्युनिकेशन, मे बी आई एम गुड एट कोलैबोरेशन. सो दीज टू. If I was hit by the bus, it's not that there is a personality, but what happened after that? Right? After that, how did it change my mind? What
that thrust taught you something, and that you got a feeling out of it. True.
उससे मुझे क्या समझ आया? Maybe life valuable है. Maybe I started feeling empathy for people who are hit by the accident on road when I am passing by. Like multiple things. वो अगर आप देखोगे ना, आपको पता चलेगा there will be 5-6 traits which are repeated in and around. Yeah. And there are exercises. Then you can plan your career around it because you are naturally good at it.
Yeah.
Right. And if you can find something like that, it is like a play.
And I think it's a wonderful exercise what you mentioned. Now that you're just normally it's my habit that whatever somebody tells me, सबसे पहले ना मैं खुद को apply करती हूँ. Because I love it.
बहुत मजा
Because
आएगा.
yeah, और वो खुद को apply होता है तो सबको apply होता है, right? Because otherwise, people क्या बोलते हैं वो suggestion देना ऐसे अरे तू ये कर तू वो कर, that kind of stuff is so easy to talk. Anybody can become a coach. So I also meet people who say, "Arey Shweta, you know what? Even I became a life coach." I was like, "Acha." So kind of that makes me, मैं बस मुंह पे नहीं हंसती. But the thing is, it's about everything what you speak. I think you have to apply to yourself. And now that you're saying this, helps me connect that. I think I used to think that I don't like to socialize, or I don't have time to just mingle with people. But I think it was not about that. I love communication. I love mingling. But I think it's just about, believe me, I found this later that I just have to, what do you say, get into the right kind of people where, it's like-minded people. वो crowd अगर मिल जाए ना, then I think I can be the most talkative person ever.
So you are somebody who has her own taste and you want to interact with your own circle, not with everybody. It's like a prime access to you and not just a general service, right?
Yeah, and I love talking to coaches like you. And then I think it's one of my, because there's a lot of give and take. We don't even realize that these general talk also, what lessons we learn, what messages we get, what realizations. And somehow I think about me is when I talk to people, I get very creative, Meenu. I think, and then that makes me happy.
I have noticed sometimes when we talk and then you say, I'm gonna do this, or this is very interesting to hear and all that. So I've observed you.
Seriously. So, but I guess something stops people to complete the journey. मेरे ख्याल से it's either being coaches, of course, when we ask questions and all, तो ठीक है. But if we talk generically, if we talk about overall people, I think it's about mindset. It has to be mindset that they stop doing it. Second is it could be that मुझे पहले से start करना है, so that becomes like a very hard journey because they imagine the journey is hard. Then the third is that maybe they are not even passionate about it और वो छूट गया, ऐसे भी हो सकता है. And there might be several other reasons, right? Like, what does your experience say,
Obviously, mindset is the most important thing. Along with mindset, it's also about habit shift. We want a certain kind of life, but we don't think of what all efforts are required to get that life. And asking that question to ourselves, are we willing to put in that effort?
Yeah.
ठीक है, अभी मुझे अगर एकदम मॉडल जैसे चलना है तो आई शुड बी बेयरिंग द पेन ऑफ वेयरिंग हील्स, व्हिच आई एम डेफिनेटली नॉट कंफर्टेबल. मुझे तो फ्लैट्स पहना के पूरा दिन खड़ा कर लो, आई डोंट माइंड. Because 4 inches or 6 inches का हील पहन के if I stand for 2 hours, then also I feel like my legs are killing me and I dream of being a model.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that, right? So if I have to achieve something, instead of thinking ki what I have to achieve, I think it's important to understand those who have achieved it. What all did they do? What are they doing? What all kind of effort is required to be there? Write it down and ask yourself, are you willing to do all this? पहले गिव अप कर दोगे आप कि नहीं चाहिए भाई छोड़ दे, तो let's do something else.
True.
Internal resistance about security and safety. आप जो भी करने जा रहे हो उससे are you getting into an uncomfortable zone? Are you going out of your comfort zone? If the answer is yes, are you willing to stay in that uncomfort zone until it becomes your comfort zone?
Comfort zone. Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Because अगर आप उतना pressure या effort देने के लिए ready नहीं हो, then again you will stop growing.
True.
The day आपको ये लगे ना कि मुझे सब आता है, इसका मतलब it's time to move.
Yeah. And also it's like now that you're saying about comfort zone, no uncomfort zone to comfort zone. It's like when I teach my Zumba classes, there was this one lady yesterday, she was like almost 95 kg. And she's like, Shweta, मैंने ना अभी New Year में journey just चालू किया है fitness का. And in 15 minutes of Zumba class, she was damn tired. She will be because her body has never responded. But what did I tell her? Just hang on. If you're tired, sit down, get up again when your heart rate comes back to normal and again do it for 10 minutes. She somehow completed, total उसने 30-35 minutes dance किया होगा मेरे साथ. But what I appreciate is she didn't give up. So the same thing what you're saying is, it's like anything you're going to do it for the first time, thrust आएगा. uncomfortable hone wala hai. It's like, you know what, last 2 weeks my daughter had a vacation. Okay, so we both were like aaram se uth rahe the. I'm not a person that I can just easily get up in the morning. Yeah, but I never think of that also, Meenu. And now the moment her school started, I was like, oh God, getting up. But it was not easy. But we've been doing it for last 1 year. Okay, uth rahe subah. But just 2 weeks, just because we were not getting up early. The next third week was the toughest time. And then again it became an uncomfortable zone, right? So I think comfort. I think this will always stay.
Yes. और उसके साथ साथ ना, because it's life, right? Things will happen, and people will not act the way you want them. Situation will not be the way you want
So
them.
true. Oh my God. You
हमें क्या
have to
लगता
be
है
agile. दूसरा तो
Yes.
लाइफ का बड़ा चैलेंज है ये.
एग्जैक्टली तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि यार सामने वाला वैसे क्यों नहीं कर रहा जैसे मैं करती हूँ उसके लिए, या जैसे ही और शी डज वैसे ही आपको भी करना चाहिए. अरे कोई क्यों करे, तुमसे थोड़ा ना साइन करा रखा है कि नहीं तुम्हारे जैसे ही करना है. इट्स फाइन, एवरीवन हैज अ इंडिविजुअल लाइफ. Expectations is a big thing, right? We keep expecting, and obviously they don't meet expectation, and then we feel bad and frustrated. Then we start cursing our own self. हम तुम्हारे लिए करते हैं क्या? Why am I doing it only for you? Whatever other things are. So अगर expectation करनी है तो खुद से करो.
I know.
If you really have to be nice, don't be nice to make someone else feel good. You
True.
be
Don't
nice
please.
because you want to be nice. That's all.
And और भगवत गीता में भी लिखा है. Okay, this is so easy to read. I've read भगवत गीता so many times, but okay, मस्त quote है वहां पे that फल की इच्छा मत करो और सिर्फ कर्म करो. And it is so easy as a parent to tell to your kids or a wife to tell your husband that you should keep giving. You should not expect what I cook or anything like that. So, but you're right. Expectations is like a different level of trait. But you know, even when I get unhappy or something, I think you're right. I think everything comes from expectations, you know. Yeah. वहीं से सब चालू होता है.
मैंने expectation मैं करती नहीं हूँ किसी से. मतलब there was a time I was very immature person, but over the time life taught me, or my spiritual teachers and mentors taught me.
Yeah.
And it is my personal experience कि तुमको बहुत अच्छा काम चाहिए. If you want the best work, do it by yourself. Otherwise, be okay with whatever you are getting. Delegate it to the right person if you are not happy with the quality.
If everybody becomes happy with what they have, this world will become a happier place only.
No, even if you're not happy, you put in the effort. No?
Exactly.
Why do you expect the other person to do it for you?
True, but now that you're saying this can also be applicable to everybody who is living the work unfinished, you know, goals unfinished, fitness goals ho, financial goals ho. What people say, अरे you know, इसकी वजह से मैं नहीं कर पाया, उसकी वजह से ये नहीं कर पाया, मेरी जॉब की वजह से, मैं बॉस ना छोड़ता ही नहीं है मुझे, जो भी है. And then we start getting into this called as blame game. These are only bunch of excuses और कुछ नहीं है. Right?
वो blame game में भी पता है क्या होता है? More than blame game, it's about over the time our brain get used to with suffering. अभी आप परेशान हो, अब किसी से अपना दुख बता रहे हो, तो other person is being empathetic. यार ऐसा हो गया और मैं नहीं उठ पाई. हाँ ऐसा होता है. Then you start enjoying it. Someone else is giving you validation, right?
So that's a bad gossip. See, right now what we are doing is a good gossip. Yeah, seriously. Because seriously, and then I think those people meet like-minded people. A loser will meet another loser saying, "अरे तेरे से नहीं हो रहा है, मेरे से भी नहीं हो रहा है, छोड़ दे, दोनों पार्टी करते हैं," right? So
भाई तुम्हारा कितना सैलरी आया है? मेरा तो 1 डिजिट है. अरे कोई नहीं, तुम्हारा 5% से ज्यादा है, मेरा तो उससे भी कम है. चलो कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है. But at the same time of appraisal, if you go to a party where it is about people who are making their fortune, like in business or millionaires or whatever, they don't talk about percentage hike. They talk about total net profit. मेरा 5 million था, अभी 10 million हो गया है, या मेरा घाटा वो 5 से 2 million आ गया है. Then your mind opens up, like it's not about percentage of what you get, right? CTC. It's about the whole fortune what we are talking about. Then you start looking at them कि अच्छा भाई करते क्या हो तुम? हमें भी बताओ.
Seriously. And I think these kind of people, for example, if I really want to grow, I would love to be with such people and get uncomfortable. I will get uncomfortable in the beginning because because right now I just started working as a consultant with this one person. And Meenu, I used to tell him that, what, I teach a lot of personal coaching sessions and all. He's like, personal coaching ठीक है, लेकिन 25,000 लोगों का session सिखा के दिखाओ. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, then first thing what I said is, maybe मुझे नहीं सिखाना है. But that was like a guard I was putting to myself. I think it's time to get challenged, right? And
Yes.
anything that we want to do, let it be you or me, anybody, I think we should be ready to get into this zone, which is going to be uncomfortable. And also, this reminds me of this, beautiful words. I still remember that words का ना एक पोस्टर मेरे wardrobe में लगाया हुआ था बचपन से. I still remember, but अब मुझे समझ में आ रहा है why my mom did this to me. So it was like quoted by Gandhi ji. Mahatma Gandhi said that, watch your words, they become your, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your values, and ultimately, that is your destiny. So I think we really need to, these thoughts, these words, we really have to watch, and everything that is stopping for all of us to reach our goals, or let it be this year or last year ke pending goals, is, of course, time constraint. Humanly, we are not robots. We have limited time and energy. But I think it's just about realizing that I want to go one step closer to where I want to reach. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very powerful. And that should be the mantra. We just expect that whole journey should appear at once. You just take one step, another step will appear. Like when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that. तुम एक step लो, उसके बाद next step अपने आप खुल जाएगा. You will find right kind of people. Universe would give you a signal.
Yeah, and it's just about wishing, na? Yeah.
Yes.
Again, I think wish करने से भी डरते हैं, but I think you're right, because as you also said, ना, वो conscious, subconscious mind वाली theory, I think that affects a lot. I think बस wish करने के लिए भी we need strong thoughts. I think secondly, I was thinking, what is ये conscious, subconscious thought? It's about one simple thing. What if we just follow जो दिमाग में, or whatever we want to do?
I'll give you a very good example just to clarify it very like within a snap. आप ऐसे सोचो, आप ship पर हो एक, ठीक है? बहुत ही beautiful yacht है, and maybe let's say you are in Goa or Mauritius or whatever place you want to imagine, and you are standing on the बाहर वाला yacht, जहाँ पे वो Titanic का scene होता है, something like that place. Okay, and you have a nice दूरबीन and you can see पूरा एकदम और 15 miles का दिख रहा है आपको. Obviously, the person who is actually driving the yacht, or I would say the captain, ठीक है, कैप्टन को वो 15 मील का तो नहीं दिख रहा है, उसको बस सामने दिख रहा है जितना दिखता है, वो आपका सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है. एंड यू आर द पर्सन विद द दूरबीन इज द कॉन्शियस माइंड. आपको वहां देख के क्या लग रहा है? अच्छा ठीक है, आगे एक वो आने वाला है, ब्लॉक आने वाला है, टर्न ले लो, ठीक है. अच्छा अभी टर्न हमने ले लिया, लेकिन अगर अंदर तक वॉइस नहीं पहुंची तो वो टर्न नहीं लेगा, वो तो सीधे जाएगा ना. तो दैट कैप्टन इज योर सबकॉन्शियस माइंड. तो जो कॉन्शियस माइंड में है उसको वहां पहुंचाना है. एंड व्हाट वी डू इज वी से कि अच्छा टर्न ले लो, फिर 5 मिनट बाद नहीं अभी रहने दो, टर्न ले लो, फिर नहीं टर्न ले लो, फिर आप बोलो नहीं रहने दो, तो वो क्या करेगा? वो सुनना ही बंद करे. भाई मुझे जितना दिख रहा है मैं वैसे ही चलता हूँ.
So much confusion, right?
So that is what happens when you tell to yourself कि कल से मैं सुबह 5 बजे उठूंगी. उसके बाद जब एक्चुअली वो स्नूज करता है कि भाई चलो उठ जाओ अब, then you know snooze it and you go back to sleep. Yeah. ऐसा बार बार करते करते your subconscious stop listening to you, like let me know, do what I know.
My conscious mind is stronger than you. Just shut up. Yeah, so true.
तो अगर बचपन में हमें ये मतलब इंस्टिल कर दिया गया है कि ज्यादा पैसा होना मीन्स कि 2 नंबर का माल है, या फिर आप स्मगलर हो, या आपके कॉन्टैक्ट है एनवायरमेंट में, या बहुत ही करप्ट हो. ओनली पॉलिटिशियंस के पास होता है जिनके पास ऑनेस्टी नाम की चीज नहीं है. तो नो मैटर हाउ मच यू अर्न, योर मनी विल फाइंड द वे टू गेट अवे फ्रॉम यू. Yeah. Because subconscious mind think having more money relates to negative perceivance.
True.
Right? So it would make sure कि you take such decision कि तुम्हारे पैसे उतने रहे जितने में तुम्हारा काम चल सके. Wealthy नहीं बनोगे क्योंकि ज़्यादा पैसे होना means corrupt होना, which your subconscious mind never want you to do.
Absolutely. And I think now that you're saying so much about conscious, subconscious, I think if we want to complete our journey, let it be start a new goal, बेसिकली ना बहुत कुछ चीजें नए करने की जरूरत ही नहीं होती है. देयर आर सो मेनी agendas where we can just go back and one by one complete it. I think let's start training the subconscious mind. And वो तभी होगा जब हम consciously सोचेंगे, right? So Meenu, what would you, from your side, what would you suggest to people who are not able to complete their journey, who are, leaving passion वाली चीजें आधी अधूरी, and then of course falling and pray for life, जहाँ पे bills pay करना है, जो भी है, or it could be that I'm passionate about this, it's like I want to dance पहले से, लेकिन अभी 4 साल बाद मुझे ये लग रहा है यार मैं Zumba instructor बन जाऊँ, even these kind of inquiries I get. So what is a message from your side? Because I think we all struggle, and you have also learned through this long process. But being a coach, what is it that a step-by-step process you would suggest?
For me, if I have to say it, let's say in 3 or 4 words, it's about mindset shift, habit shift, and a lifestyle shift. These 3 shifts has to be done. It could be a 360 turn, it could be a 180-degree turn, depending on where you are in these 3 parameters. And all that begins with initially telling to yourself that what are the timelines or what are the possibilities we even hold in our current mind, conscious and subconscious. Obviously, there are multiple ways of doing it. So what I have done is I have created a program which is called Transformation 101. Don't consider I'm promoting my course, but I'm just sharing with you.
Yes, of course.
This is the thing which I finished in last 4 years.
And I guess, I think this is your niche that you thought that this is the way where people can complete their journey. It could be anything in their life. It could be to be rich. It could be to complete goals. Yeah.
More important than anything, see, सबको ही सोचता है यार कि my life should become better. Nobody on the planet thinks being a billionaire also you think कि भाई मैं कुछ और बन जाऊंगा.
Yeah.
Right. But अगर कुछ सोचा है तो how do I ensure that it goes to finish line? And when I have decided I'll not give up, then also in between whatever journey on your journey, what all will come in. Do you have right kind of people to hold your hand to take you or push you? Like आप अगर हिल पे चढ़ रहे हो और आप ऐसे जा रहे हो तो obviously you are coming back. Is there anybody who can support you on your back कि चल भाई मैं चल रहा हूँ साथ साथ?
Yeah.
Right. So that is what I did. My course would help anybody to take things to the finish line, be whatever it is.
Yeah.
That talks about mindset shift, that talks about lifestyle shift, that talks about habit shift. And best part is for some lazy people, I have also added brain retraining, where you just put on the audio and just let it run, which would subconsciously work. So you need not do anything. You just have to listen to it. So there is a special meditation for money. There's a special meditation for timelines and possibilities. अभी जैसे मैं आज आपको बोलूं कि आप इंडिया की प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनोगी आज से 20 साल बाद, you will laugh at me.
Or maybe ऐसे मेरे को ये करना ही नहीं है ना. Yeah.
Exactly.
But you never know. Yeah.
But it is something which you, in your brain, it's like as impossible as a unicorn will appear here. It is not happening right now.
It doesn't exist. Yeah.
Right. तो अगर हमारे दिमाग में वो possibilities के section में ही नहीं है कि I can be a billionaire someday or millionaire someday, it will never happen.
True.
ये है कि भाई हम अपनी जिंदगी भर ट्राई करते रहेंगे, मरते दम तक तो बन ही जाएंगे शायद.
मरते दम तक भी मरते मरते सोचेंगे that मुझे करना था लेकिन नहीं हुआ. And now again that moment the conscious mind will say just shut up subconscious mind मेरे को heavy हो रहा है. So
that is what at least I have done, and I am sure that would be helpful for many people. Yes. And I'm going to launch it on Makar Sankranti because it's a very auspicious day.
Exactly. So I think people who will watch this video later also, I think you will launch it on Teachable, right?
Yes.
So Meenu, also whenever you're ready, please share the link. And guys, if you're watching this video right now and you're looking forward to complete your journey, I will also share the link of Meenu's complete the journey, start to finish line. I think bas wo sometimes you're right, start karna, some people are not happy.
Start करने में तो सबसे ज़्यादा fun है, but the journey begins after you start.
When you decide to stay with it,
Exactly, staying is tough. और वो stay करने के लिए ही सबसे ज़्यादा problem आती है because you don't have right kind of people.
Yeah.
अभी just to give you an example, this course I have completed, I have published it because I'm the admin, so I can only see it for now. And when I'm telling it to somebody who has no clue about it, they're like, okay. But in my community where actually all these people are trying to complete their journey, and when I told them, it's like a big celebration. Yay, you finished it. Yay, wo.
Finally, yes. Because, and in fact, people who do yay, they are already struggling with their incomplete journey. So they are so happy for you. I like, are good, tune kiya. That will also act like a motivation. But I also believe that motivation is temporary. Until then they meet you, na, they will just feel motivated. Are isne kiya, mujhe karna hai. Isne kiya, mujhe karna hai. But it has to come within. And I think your course will also help people to keep that feeling permanent. Now, if everybody knows that step-by-step technique, that ye karne se, I'll complete whatever I decide to, all incomplete, all my dreams can come true. And then I think that can be applicable to any section of life. It could be the relationship, it's your career, yourself. It could be, some people come to me, say that, Shweta, I want peace. No, mujhe lagta tha that, most of the time when I started my coaching journey almost 5 years back, I thought most of the people want money in life. It's not true. People, when I do business coaching for CEOs and all, Meenu, they have everything. They have everything. The only thing they don't complete all the sections of their life. And then I take the program which I teach, which is called as Design Your Life, to them. And then I tell them that, sirf career finance to khush ho na, to you should be happy. But they're not happy because they're not happy within. Because physical health, mental health has gone for a toss. And second is the relationships, because they thought, let me achieve everything in my career, then I can get back to my relationship and my intimate relationship, my closed one, my loved ones, and I'll get fixed. लेकिन तब तक क्या हो जाता है? Life में प्यार कम हो जाता है, बच्चे बड़े हो जाते हैं. So the childhood thing, everything is gone. So I think it's a balance that everybody has to, go with and all. But, thank you for your valuable time and your effort. And I hope everybody takes up this course, and guys, make sure that complete your journey. I think that's it, right? If you are here on this earth, breathing right now, watching this video, एक ही life है, whatever you decide, complete कर लो, right, Meenu?
बिल्कुल. और नहीं करोगे तो फिर से जन्म लेना पड़ेगा, फिर से पढ़ना पड़ेगा, फिर से अर्न करना पड़ेगा.
You're triggering a conscious thought which subconscious mind is not accepting now.
No, the law of karma knows actually. Law of karma knows it. See, जब कोई मरने वाला हो तो उससे आखिरी इच्छा क्यों पूछते हैं? अगर आपकी आखिरी इच्छा पूरी हो गई और actually if it was your last wish, then you need not come back to earth. तो ये जो इतने सारे छोड़ रखे ना unfinished journey, you have to come back on earth. Don't worry.
I was just thinking, yeah, but this also helps me think that ऐसे कोई होगा क्या जिसको कोई इच्छा होगी नहीं? Yeah, I don't know.
बहुत सारी बाकी चीजें हम बस सोच के रह जाते हैं. इसलिए अगर first of all ठीक है, it's obvious that you will get stimulation from number of places, social media, off media, talking to people and all that. But not everything become your desire. Yeah. If something has become your desire, take a day or two to think about it. Do I really want to do it? Yeah. And if you feel there is something from inside which is making you feel that yes, go for it. And we are there to help you, right? Shweta is there. So exactly. Many programs are there. Every one of us are here to help.
They're there to complete the journey. And also, now that you're saying, I think if people are struggling, that मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है मुझे क्या करना है. Also, one of the best emotion, because right now, since 6 months, Meenu, as I mentioned, I'm also practicing mindfulness. So through this mindfulness, so we talk about a lot of emotions. Now, when I did a lot of study on emotions, sort of psychological study, this emotion jealousy hoti hai na, it's a very good trigger to understand what you want. Yes. Every time you're jealous on somebody, okay, it's not that person that you're jealous on. It's about what that person has achieved or what that person has. And I think that is the best way to understand. People say, nahi, mere ko farak nahi padta, lekin farak padta hai. And that's the reason you're either avoiding that person or you're trying to put that person down because, और उसको पता भी नहीं है that वो दूसरे इंसान को, that मेरे पास जो है उसको चाहिए. So I think it's very easy to understand. If you're really struggling to understand what you want, write down the list of people that you're jealous about, and you will sometimes, you might see that all of them have that one common thing which you truly want.
That's so true. I totally believe in that. It's like for me, jealousy is not an emotion to envy or somebody. It is more
Yeah.
of a navigation to that is my next,
Yeah.
milestone in life. अच्छा मुझे यहाँ जाना है. जैसे हम I am halfway through writing my book. तो कभी भी कोई बोलता है ना I publish my book, मुझे इतना लगता है अरे यार when will I finish?
So true. Believe me,
So
and that works. Yeah.
on that note, see, I finished, as I said, right, 2022 के end में I finished
Yeah.
most of the things.
Yeah.
But I knew keep putting the course together and writing my book is not possible.
Hmm.
So we should, I stopped beating myself up. I
Hmm.
just pushed the timeline of writing the book
Hmm.
maybe in 2023.
Yeah.
In that way, you can focus. Otherwise, your brain keeps bugging. Ah, you told so many things and you're not doing this also,
I
that
know,
also.
yeah. But you're right. I think this
It's
is
the
also a good
timeline.
way of completing goals. Very
Hmm.
nicely said, Meenu. I think, take one step at a time. And I think the same thing, what you mentioned, write down 25 things, the same thing, write down maybe 100 things what you want to do. उसमें से prioritize करो and write down the first 5 maybe. And then जो सबसे ऊपर है, उसको पहले टिक करने की कोशिश करो. फिर, one by one you will know, because if you complete one task, you will know the pattern. How did you complete the first task? So I think through your course you have launched, it will be like a बस मुझे it's like I know the skeleton. और मुझे उसके ऊपर अलग अलग कलर का स्किन डालना है. That's it. Yeah.
That's so true. And you will feel so good when you finish your journey. It's like you will be elated that yes, finally I did it. Not for anyone else,
Yeah.
for yourself.
Absolutely, Meenu, and I think you should complete. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब लोग अपनी जर्नी कंप्लीट करते हैं ना. I feel very happy, and I think that moment when my client or whoever it is, they say that I did it. Even that one moment, I know, of course, then fluctuations आने वाले हैं. After some time, you will think we need more. That will not make you happy, but at least that person achieved it. I think one of my happy places that where my people, my clients, whoever I train, mentor, they complete the journey now. I think I'm the happiest person. I think that makes me the best coach. Otherwise, it's like doctors giving medicine of motivation, like keep doing, get well soon types and all, and wohi chal raha hai. So.
No, but what you are doing, that is also, I truly appreciate, Shweta. You have obviously been upgrading yourself since when we have been in touch, and I have seen you also grow. So it's not like you just say कि तुम ये कर लो and all that. You are somebody who actually practically do it and then only ask someone else to do it. And that is one of the best trait of being a good coach.
Yeah.
So happy to have you around.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Meenu. And I know this gossip can go on forever, but
I know.
I think, yeah. But thank you for being here, and
Thank you so much
you for your
calling
valuable
me.
time, your energy, and all the best to you, Meenu. I think
Thank you so much.
let's complete all the goals what we want to do, and step
Yes.
by step.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank
Sure.
you.
Thank you so much.